Hi guys, my name is Sander from Bevo-Militaria. We're here at the 2024 Mac Show in the United States, the second largest show of America. It's the last day today, Saturday. I bought an amazing pile of new items that I'll show to you later at the hotel. And for now, I'll just shoot some pictures of some nice tables here at the show. And then, of course, we'll move on to the hotel and view all the nice stuff out there. Hi guys, so here we are back at the hotel, just putting my stuff out here before I pack it in, and you're already seeing the base of all this is actually a patch blanket, American patch blanket. These were made by collectors back in the 60s, 70s, 80s with the original patches. This is actually combined World War II and Vietnam era patches. The nice thing about it is of course the Screaming Eagle patches, which are all World War II patterns, and there are 124 pieces actually on the blanket, so it's a super nice piece. I obtained one of the first purchases of the show. And here next to it we have a nice German parka, mint condition parka, reversible to white, complete with all the strings and the waist belt intact. It's nicely marked here as well with an RBN number. The hood is complete. But the special thing about it is the pattern. It's actually split return pattern, but we call it fluffy because the colors are all faded. So they're not really sharp and edgy, but it's a faded pattern. It's super rare parka to find, and especially in this unissued condition. No holes, no tears, just a perfect piece. Very rare to find. Next to it is a nice DAK belt, African core belt, nearly mint. The belt buckle still has the webbing tongue, what everybody's looking for. It's nicely size marked. And if you can see here, you will see two holes in the belt, and those were actually because a GI wore it, and they put their canteen or their pistol holster on this. So it's quite nice. It's really a bring back souvenir from an American soldier. Then here we have a super nice, very extremely rare SS officer collar tab. It has a trifle sign on it, like a swastika but with 3 legs. It's for a Flemish volunteer division Langemark. It's Flemish, just like myself, so it will go to my own collection. It's the first time I've obtained a piece like this, and I'm very happy to found a piece for my own collection at the show. Then here is a silver scale from Adolf Hitler's silverwear, sorry. And it's nicely marked on the reverse by Wellner, which is one of the famous makers for these Hitler silverware pieces. And you can of course see here the serial number on the back, and just look how thick it is, how well made and well crafted it is. It's quite heavy as well. It's a super nice solid piece. Got some nice M43 caps here. There's a Luftwaffe one. I explained a lot about these caps in my previous videos about M43 caps, original stitched. But the special thing about this cap is that this actually came from one of the members of Band of Brothers. I know it's just a story, never buy the story. I did not buy the story because the cap had the normal market price, but the seller told me in the end that he actually obtained it from one of the guys in Band of Brothers, and he's going to send me the information about it later to me. It's a nice M43 cap in good condition. This is a Hitler Youth cap, flak helper cap. This was the Hitler Youth soldiers who are enlisted in the Luftwaffe to help them shooting down planes, and they got a Luftwaffe-like cap with the Hitler Youth insignia on the front. Always this typical blue button, and those caps also had ventilation grommets. Inside it has an RZM tag, because Hitler Youth was of course a political organization, so it had an RZM label, and always combined with the RBN number as well. The date 1943 and the size 65. So a nice mint and issued Hitler Youth cap. Then some buckles. You always find buckles, of course, in Germany and in the United States. This is a nice aluminum one. This one as well. Just worn pieces. These you will find often, very known. And of course, they always would look like this when they left the factory with all the paint on. But the paint on aluminium doesn't stick well, so it loses the paint a lot, and then you will see it turns silver in a while. Now the special one is this one actually, because this one, as you can see, has a solid backing, molded backing, and it's the only manufacturer who did it. And you will also notice, because the edges you see here are flat and not pebbled. So these are pebbled edges, and this one is flat. So there's a very rare variant of the belt buckle in aluminium with a solid back. Here's a nice steel Luftwaffe belt buckle, nothing special, but just a nice piece. And here we have a nice two-tone camouflage helmet, tan color and green, very chunky paint on it. If you can look a bit closer here, you'll see lots of wood chips mixed in the paint, and of course these drips is typical for American helmets. We call it garage paint. For some reason, when Americans painted their garages, they never covered anything, so you will find drips of paint on helmets. Something classical for helmets we obtain here in the United States. Complete with the liner, and even the inside was also a bit camouflaged with the leftover paint. Then here's a piece for my own collection. I will say it again, for my own collection, so not for sale, so don't email me about it, I won't reply. Super nice textbook Normandy gas mask canister. Perfect piece, spray tan and spray colored paint. 3 tones, just perfect example. Really, really nice, and something also for my own collection. Then here we have one not so special and one special M18 helmet. Why is it an M18 helmet and not an M16 helmet? M18 helmet doesn't have a rivet here for the chin strap anymore, so these are both M18s. This is a normal M18 reissued in World War II with a decal on the side, with the M31 liner inside. Nicely worn, but still partially decal intact. This, of course, is also from my own collection. I did not find it at the show, but I picked it up here. I bought it some weeks before. It's M18 helmet, and they even factory removed the ventilation holes. It's also with a decal inside, but this has an original applied chicken wire. It's a very rare configuration because most of these helmets were used by second rank troops and were not actually at the front. So this the helmet must have been at the front at one point, because why otherwise would you put a chicken wire on it? It shows super nice wear with the helmet. It's been on there forever. You can see the dust markings underneath, and then the liner is just a light worn piece, original chin strap, original liner, still soft. Just a beautiful helmet that will also go to my own collection. Here we have an Africa Corps A-frame, nice piece, original straps still attached. Maker marked here, but faded by use. Brown Bakelite binoculars case. Always watch if these straps are intact, because these will break, and actually if these are broken, the value is just gone. You know, the value is always in these straps if they are intact. Also look if they're not torn here at the bottom from opening. These straps are very vulnerable and will break easily, so always be careful. It's always nice to find these in this brown color. It's very desirable for collections, for collectors. And if you open them, these would have come always with tan-colored binoculars inside, just like this one here. So a worn pair, just a nice case with the matching tan-colored binoculars inside. I have a pair of pit helmet shields here for the Navy helmet. These you will find often, but this one is actually the rarest one, the tricolor shield. Super rare to find, and unissued pieces with the prongs intact. This is an NSKK car pennant. It's not the pennant you often see, the cloth one. You find hundreds of them here. This is actually a steel one for a truck or a big car. Double-sided with a, I think it's spray painted. Yeah, spray painted the decal on it, and nicely marked here with the RZM manufacturer logo. So a steel pennant. First time I've had this in my career. I had a steel pennant in a previous video of a Gauleiter. This is NSKK, so very nice and very rare piece. And this is also a piece I picked up just before the show. It's a super rare offshoots wimple. This was actually a flag that a boat would get when they shot another boat down, when they sunk another ship. Super rare and very desirable piece. A little bit of mothing. The guy actually had 2 of them, but I was too late to obtain the second one, and it actually came directly from a veteran's family here in the States, from an American soldier who took it from him. So very, very scarce flag to find. And here a nice set of panzer color tabs, silk piping. So silk piping is always from 1940 on and so on. If the piping is in wool, you have an early pair, and an early pair would be like 1939 or earlier until 1935. So silk piping, they are uniform removed and have original aluminum skulls still attached. And here we have an SS buckle, green coated SS buckle. By Rodo is the most desirable SS buckle out there, of one of the more desirable buckles out there, especially when, like in this example, most of the green finish is still intact. And the maker mark you will see here under the catch, Rodo, very nice piece for the website soon. And here we have a nice pair of M44 late war shoulder boards, white piping, silk piping as well, so silk late war. For infantry, never been issued, and you will see how beautiful these are. Even they show similar different colors, but sewn by the same machine, as you can see. It's a nice pair with different kind of materials, something typical to see for late war insignias. And here's an American helmet I got. So an American helmet, but super nice, camouflaged in olive paint. The nice thing I found out when I bought the helmet already is under the paint we can see a star here, right over here. But a star actually is a general's helmet, so it's super nice that this actually is a general helmet that got camouflaged. The liner is also nice. I don't know if it really belonged to the helmet, but the liner has an original lieutenant stripe on it, and is also named to a lieutenant here in the inside. So I might sell these separately, but an original general shells. First time I've had this, and nicely camouflaged in olive green colors. And this was nice. I got this like on Tuesday before the show in an antique shop here in Gettysburg, before we visited Eric's museum there. Very nice museum, by the way. Yeah, I got this in an antique shop over there, so I was happy to find that. This is for my own collection. Original SS Fez with original applied insignia. You mostly find these with insignia stripped because people used these insignia to restore other SS headgear. So it's nice to find one, especially in the green color, because you have them in maroon color. Maroon would be for parade, and the green one would be for a combat issue. And it's complete with still with the leather band intact. Often you find these with these leather bands torn out or in bad condition. And it has original tassel. The tassel should always be dark green as well from color. So it's a nice complete one, no mod damages, and original insignia applied. Let's move a little bit. So here I have two pair of pants in HBT, so German summer pants. This would be an M40 pattern, and this would be an M43 pattern. M40 has this pocket, just like the watch pocket like this. M43 has a watch pocket like this. Also has these belt loops inside, and inside it looks a little bit different as well. You can see here the M40 pattern is dated 1941, and here the M43 is dated 1944. So two summer pants in this very thin summer material, M40 and the M43 pattern. So very nice, and both are in excellent unissued condition, complete with all the buttons, no holes, good mannequin sizes as well. Then, of course, in America, something you always find are variants of armbands. This is a nice one, a grey one for the Stahlhelmbund. Still has the issue mark on the back from the Stahlhelmbund Veterans Organization. SS armband, still with the full tag on the reverse. Political leader armband, unissued. RZN tag, and even how to wear it with the arrow. Open means going up, so you have to wear it in this direction. Volkssturm armband. Here's a Rijksdienst armband, the youth armbands. Here's another Luftwaffe buckle, but a rare one with a pigskin tab and in black, the black tab. So also a variant that people are often looking for. And then here's a nice War Minute cross in box, first class. It's a nice one with the cross printed on the box, and also the maker Klein and Quenzer printed in the box. And then the cross itself is also maker marked 65 on the back, which is the code for this manufacturer Klein and Quenzer. So a nice matching set, and it's the first time I've ever seen actually a box with this print inside. So quite rare to find. And then, of course, some flags, Kriegflag. I won't unfold them here. We're in a hotel here, so I don't want to offend all the people. But yeah, some flags, typical United GI War booty, the stuff they really brought back. So here, this was a little bit of the good stuff I found, some pieces from my own collection. Some will end up on the website in a couple of weeks. So I really hope you enjoyed the video from the Mac show, and yeah, hopefully I'll be back with some more videos later. Don't forget, if you like the videos, subscribe on the channel, and like this we can reach more and more collectors all over the world. So thanks for watching, and hopefully see you again soon.